Welcome to the live session organized by Indian Cybersecurity Solutions. Viewers, every weekend we organize these live sessions to share our success stories of our students. And today we have organized this one to share and congratulate Kushal MV, one of our genius students who has recently cleared an interview and got placed with Tecplix. So I would like to welcome Kushal MV.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. Good afternoon,
Good
sir.
afternoon, Kushal. How are you?
Yeah, I'm great, sir. Glad to be here. How
First of
are you,
all,
sir?
I'm doing really fine. First of all, congratulations for your achievement. And
Yes,
I
thank you
want
so
you
much.
to give a brief intro about yourself.
Yes, sir. So basically, I'm from Mysore. I moved to Bangalore about 5 years ago when I started WAPT course at ICSS. So that was the main
Yes.
reason why I moved to Bangalore. I completed my education MCA like last year itself. Soon as I completed my MCA, I wanted to get into cybersecurity domain. I had previous knowledge about it, but I wanted a formal training for. So I chose ICSS for that. So as soon as I completed my education, I moved to Bangalore to start my journey at ICSS.
So
So apart
thank
from
you,
that,
Kushal, for
yes, yes,
okay. So thank you, Kushal, for your brief intro. And today, viewers, we have organized this live session as a Q&A between Kushal and our founder, Abhishek Mitra, sir. So I would like to welcome our founder, Abhishek Mitra, sir. And about sir, I would like to say that Abhishek sir is ISMS lead auditor, certified ethical hacker, MBA in business management and marketing, PGPM certified in entrepreneurship and retail management, CEO and founder of ICSS and Indian Institute of Cybersecurity Solutions. India Treks, Wondergirl e-commerce and other media coverages. So a very warm welcome, sir.
Thank you very much, Asutosh. And congratulations to Kushal. I think this is the first time we are meeting in a live session. So, and
yes.
congratulations on your placement. I hope
Thank you
you'll
so
be doing
much.
wonders in the cybersecurity world. As I was going through your CV as well, which was forwarded to me before it was forwarded to the company. So I had gone
Yes,
through that as well, and I have seen. I was overhearing you for the conversation that you have come to Bangalore and for the sole reason of getting into the web penetration testing course. So,
yes,
as this is a Q&A session, so few of the questions, not too tough, a little bit to make it more clear to the viewers that we are going organizing these sessions and making it very clear that people who are coming in and those people who have the potentiality and ability to learn and adapt to the situations are getting placed, and there are job opportunities in India and across the globe. And
yes,
definitely cybersecurity is a field where people are growing, so there's
yes,
no
sir.
second thought on that. So on
No
those
second thought.
ground I would ask, yeah, so on those ground I would like to ask you one question is, like, why did you choose ICSS? What was the first thought? And then when you came to ICSS, who was your mentor and how you went through your preparation before it was actually called for an interview?
I got to know that I want to get into cybersecurity domain long ago. So I had been taking online courses, but that wasn't enough. So when you take online courses, what happens is there are number of hardware and software issues that occurs. So I would want to get into have one-on-one session with faculty. So I looked for a couple of training institutes in Bangalore, but out of that I felt ICSS was the best. So my first interaction at ICSS was with Mr. Subhashish. So he
Okay.
guided me, he explained me the course and everything. I felt it was a pretty good deal, and it was a pretty good learning too. So I chose ICSS for
And
learning.
who was your mentor?
Mentor in the sense my trainer, sir.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I have taken two. I have taken two courses here at ICSS. One is web
Mm,
application penetration testing, and the
mm,
other is network penetration testing.
mm,
So, web application penetration testing was taught by Mr. Palyam Ajay Kumar,
mm.
and NPT it was taken by Mr. Siddhajyoti. So both of them
Siddhi.
are really knowledgeable, very very helpful, very kind. So whenever no, sometimes I used to have like I couldn't get some of the concepts, and I asked repeatedly, and they were kind enough to explain it a number of times. Yes.
That's our job, and thank you for recognizing our efforts. But definitely one thing that I would to focus on is on your preparations for the interview. Like,
Yes.
how did you
Yes.
prepare? What uh, suggestions would you like to give to people who are really trying hard but not getting a way to how to prepare? And how did ICSS faculties, if they have helped you, in what sense? So if you can elaborate.
So my interview preparation was a little funny. So I got to know about the interview at the last minute. So the next day at 10 o'clock, I had the interview, and I got to know in the the previous evening.
Mm,
Since I was well versed with, well versed with things which was taught already in the class, both in NPT and WAPT, it wasn't
mm,
that hard. What I
mm,
like I did two things. One was I went through. I used to take notes whenever I was in class. Both classes, I have taken notes. So I first thing I referred to the notes from A to Z. Everything I had written, I referred to that. The second
mm.
thing what I did was I just went on YouTube and search for cybersecurity interview
Interview
questions.
questions.
Yes.
Smart
So
thing to
I
do. Mm,
I found a 1 hour 40 minutes video, and
mm,
I it was 100 minutes video. I went through it
mm,
completely. So
mm.
that really helped me. Like both things really helped me a lot. So
Right, right. So that's from your end. So you need to give some effort. Definitely, we are trying our level best, but yes, your efforts and kind of smartness that will help you to get to and land into the first job. And this just the starting. And people who are working in cybersecurity domain, ex students of us who are working in different other companies, have shifted different other companies and grown into this field, definitely knows how to prepare for an interview. But definitely, the career is growing, and definitely the field of cybersecurity is a vast field. So you're starting as a pen tester, and you can go to a place of becoming a CISO even, right? So
yes.
what's your thought on just starting up your career as a pension tester? What's your thought on after 2 years or 3 years? How would you like to grow in this field?
So when I started off with cybersecurity, I didn't know what are the domains that are there, red teams, blue teams. That those concepts are pretty new to me. So
Hmm.
now that I have got in, now that I'm in production, now that I'm working, I have more clearer idea about every domain that's inside cybersecurity.
Hmm.
So after a couple of years, I would love to get into a proper red team uh,
Hmm.
as a leader or something where I can plan
Hmm.
and properly plan the whole red
You have
teaming
a team
event.
where you properly plan and execute the things, right? And you
Yes,
can deal with and
yes.
what you are also thinking of becoming a malware analyst even and working
Uh,
into the antivirus, or your domain is going to only on fixing on the part of becoming a red team expert?
Not as of now. Probably I would want to get into infrastructure security where I can organize
Hmm.
the firewalls and plan for the whole infrastructure. That would
Hmm.
be a great thing. Yes, sir.
Okay, so as of now your working domain is as a web application pension tester, right?
Yes, I'm an intern right now. Like they haven't
Hmm.
segregated me into put into any of the team as of yet. So in another month
Hmm.
or two, like they will be doing that. Now they're giving me
Hmm.
overall training about cybersecurity as a whole.
Okay, so
Yes.
if you don't mind, like what's the starting package that you are right now in, and what's the promise from the company?
Now that they're going through the internship, it is
Hmm.
20 as a fresher.
Yeah,
So after a couple of months, they have promised me 3.5 to 4 L per annum package once I
as a
start
fresh,
as
right,
a full
right,
time. Yeah.
right, right. So any tips that you want to give to the aspirant students who are going through like the courses and cybersecurity from any organizations? What tips? What would you like to give to them?
So, as you're learning, I would recommend people to, not only study the theory and memorize things. I would love. I mean, I would suggest people to do the practical stuffs of it, because those are the things that actually come in handy during interview and during job and production and everything. So practical things are very important. You can go through, if you're doing penetration testing, you can go thoroughly about a metasploitable operating system. You can go through DVWA and virtual operating systems that are meant to be, tested. So
Yeah,
those are
those
really.
vulnerable machines, right, right,
Yes,
right.
and companies, most organizations, they have a lot of things to do on the
Mm,
tools, Perp
mm,
Suite, Aculytics, and Zap,
mm,
and everything. So
mm,
tools are very important. Like, do
mm,
manual testing, but you
mm.
get like, people have to,
Get
go.
accustomed to the tools as well, right,
Yes,
right.
yes.
Very well said, Kaushal. And Kaushal, what about the interview questions that have come across to you? If you can
Mhm.
recall, and which one would you rate it to be the toughest one, or you managed it quite well, and how did you do so? If you can share your experience on that.
So, difficulty of the interview was, I would like to say, it was intermediate. It wasn't very difficult, wasn't
Hmm,
like very easy also. So,
hmm,
like 50% of the questions were related to cybersecurity.
hmm,
They asked me about they asked me about certain vulnerabilities and how we can, what are the methods we use to prevent what vulnerabilities,
vulnerability.
and
Hmm,
the rest of things they asked about like something personal. I had done an internship before. They asked me about that,
hmm,
and while I was studying, I had like, I was working part-time as a sysadmin, and
hmm,
after later as a hardware and networking engineer.
hmm,
So they asked
hmm.
more questions on my
On your
previous
experience
experience.
part. Hmm,
Yes, yes,
hmm.
than related to cybersecurity. So
Hmm. So this is very important. Like not that people everyone need to have an experience, but definitely you need to go for internship wherever
yes,
they are offering you to gain
yes,
some experience and keep it under your belt. Because see, to
yes,
be very honest, and to all the viewers who are watching this, to be very honest, if I am being a recruiter, I would definitely look forward for a person who has an experience in kind of having an like experience, or at least they know what are the hierarchies, what need to be followed, what things need to be done. So complete fresher, it's a bit difficult to get into and gel up in an organization which is entirely processed, and it's a, you cannot be a part of a machine directly as a fresher, right? So yes, even you're going into a startup, don't be feel afraid to get into a startup and get some hands-on experiences and do some internship, right? Because these things are like gold dust. You have it with you, and later on you can see having example right now in front in this live session Kusal is telling. And there are many, you will find out many people who can guide you. There are plenty of senior people who will tell the same thing, like me telling you the same thing. So all the viewers, don't be afraid of doing so. So two things that I would like to tell you: one is internship. We also provide internship, and after completion of the course, that you can go for 3 months or 6 months of internship for cybersecurity, working on live projects with all our clients which have gone through in the introduction phase itself. So you can work on them, preparing and like PPT presentation of how you give the recommendations at the time of discussion with the developers. Okay, and also even you need to document those things, the VAPT report for generation. These all things are very important things. Technical people, I have told in the previous live session as well, technical students and people do try to avoid this, because they think that doesn't matter, but that does matter, because people who will be taking decisions are management people who are sitting at the top level. They don't understand, or they will not spend that much of time finding out through your documentations or the screenshots of POCs, right? So they need a proper way of documentation of presentation, that is a VAPT report with an executive summary and all those things. So that you need to learn, and that helps you to get a job, and they will be more satisfied people who are recruiting you. So it's an easy way of staying ahead of your competitors, right? So thank you, Kushal. One last question from my end is how many people were you competing at that time of an interview, and how many people were selected at that on that day?
so there were about 20, 20 people,
20
20
candidates.
candidates on a whole, and
Hmm.
about six of us got selected.
Got selected.
So
Agreed.
one of them was my good friend Ayush, whom you interviewed last week.
Last one.
So
Okay.
yeah, I would like to share this one thing.
Ah.
About 2 months ago, like we were just batchmates. We used to come to
Hmm.
ICSS. We used to come for training. We used to come
Hmm.
in some random tees and
Hmm.
jeans and sometimes even flip flops.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
like 2 months from now, like we are all, like
Hmm.
we work with each other. We are
Hmm.
colleagues. We
Hmm.
well, like we go in full formal shoes, completely professional. So it feels
Right.
good, sir. He was
It
also
feels
pretty
good,
helpful.
right?
Yeah, we learned
Good.
things with each other, and now we are working, still learning and working together. It feels good.
That's important. That's important. Your hunger will definitely be there, as I've seen you right now, and I've gone through your CVs and other things, and your way of understanding and moving forward to it. Keep it with you as long as you are being simple, humble, and sticking to your goals. Nobody can like remove you from your target and goal, right? So
Yes,
all the
true.
best to you, and
Yes,
over to Asutos. Thank you, Koshal, for your time.
So thank you, sir. Thank you, Kushal, for this amazing and interactive live session. I hope many aspiring students are watching this and they are getting inspired. They are getting knowledge about the process and how to get into the digital space. And before wrapping up this live session, I would like to announce that Sir is going to congratulate Kushal with an achievement certificate for his
yes.
achievement. So here we would like to present an achievement certificate from Indian Cybersecurity Solutions.
Thank you so much, Ashutosh.
Kushal, all the
And
best. This is
Congratulations.
just the starting, and hope you reach to the heights which you have dreamt of, and live up to your dreams and to your parents. Okay,
yes,
so
sir, I would
make
like
them
to add
proud.
one more thing, if you do not
Yeah,
mind.
yeah, please.
So I would like to thank Mr. Ajay and Mr. Sidhu.
Mm,
Like they have helped me a lot in understanding
mm,
things. They have taught. They
mm,
have been very nice. Both of them are really funny people. Their way of teaching is really good. Like we all had fun during learning. It wasn't just learning. It was fun and learning. They gave good examples. They gave challenges also to penetrate
right,
into real life things. Like
right.
Mr. Ajay always showed live website. He used to give us a live website, and
Mm,
he used to give 1 week for us to crack on our own, using our own knowledge, doing our own research. So that was
mm,
there. Even Sidhu sir also did that. He used to give live operating systems to work on and everything.
mm.
So they both have helped me a lot to get here. So I would like to thank Ajay sir and also Sidhu sir for the
Definitely,
for
I'll convey that to them, and they will definitely get in touch. Like, you can get in touch with them as well. And
yes.
another thing for the viewers is, as Koshal was telling, that he used to test live websites and other things. And we have our own hacker lab, which is available in our website. So you can also, if you're not even a student, you can register yourself in the hacker lab and try to do some penetration testing, which will help you to gain some experience. This is thus done for the betterment of all those technical people who want to gain an experience into the cybersecurity world. So it's all yours. Thank you, Kushal, for your time. Over to you,
Thank you,
Asutosh.
sir.
So thank you, sir. Thank you, Kushal. And
Thank you,
I'm gonna
Ashutosh.
wrap up this live session, and I'm wishing you all the very best and all success in life. And looking
Thank you
forward
so
for
much.
more success stories ahead. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Abhishek sir.